Arkansas was able to tap into its natural resources to prevent what could have been more rolling blackouts during this week's storm. Some good news there. Our Cassandra Webb joins us live from Sherwood to explain how water, of all things, helped to keep the lights on. Cassandra.
Kevin, yes, as you know, I have been reporting live from my backyard all week just because the roads are just too dangerous for me to get on. And thankfully, we are so fortunate and blessed that we didn't lose power not once. And it might just be because we have the natural state and its reservoirs to thank for that.
Just like how some homeowners have generators, the state of Arkansas has hydroelectric power plants, a backup power supply using the gifts from Mother Nature. Jay Townsend with the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers says during times of peak demand, it's normal for energy companies to call on them to produce hydropower to meet that demand.
Typically when that happens, it's for a few hours at a time, and it comes on, it meets the demand, and it goes back off.
But over the last week, the demand was constant.
So we ran our generators around the clock to meet that peak demand.
Now, some Arkansans did lose power.
But what we know is that the continued production of hydropower reduced the number of blackouts in this region.
It could have been much worse.
Had we not had supplemental power coming from hydropower, solar, wind, and other areas, the energy grid would have taken a larger hit, and many more of us would have been without power.
The natural state, a good neighbor, lending a helping hand this week to 14 other states, some in crisis.
Texas was devastated by this, and many of them had lost power and had rolling blackouts happening. We were able to reduce those as well with power we produced.
In the last week, some of the dams produced enough energy for 104,000 homes for 1 month.
And so if you stretch that out to a year, we produced enough power in the last 7 days to supply enough power to 8,500 homes.
Just by tapping into the natural resources we already have, something Townsend says Arkansans should be proud of.
Now, they have tapered off that usage quite a bit. They're still using it, though, especially in the mornings when everybody's getting ready, and then again in the evening as we settle in for the nighttime. So maybe next time you're out on the waters of Arkansas, just look around and be a little bit thankful for those God-given gifts that we have. Reporting live in Sherwood, where it finally looks a little bit better, I'm Cassandra Webb. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Cassandra, stay warm.